Okay, some huge news just broke today, March 31st, 2026, and it's set to completely reshape the AI landscape. We're talking about a capital infusion into OpenAI that is just on a whole other level. Get ready for this number, $122 billion. You heard that right. This isn't just another funding round. No, this is a war chest. It's a clear signal designed to launch the next phase of AI at a speed none of us have ever seen before. And with that funding comes this new valuation, a staggering $852 billion. To put that into perspective, that valuation catapults OpenAI into the absolute top tier of companies on the planet. It basically cements its role as the foundational infrastructure for this new age of AI. So a number that massive, it begs the question, right? Who on earth has this kind of cash and this much confidence? Well, the answer is a coalition of some of the biggest, most powerful names in both tech and global finance, and they are all betting on one single vision of the future. And just look at the heavy hitters anchoring this deal. You've got Amazon, Nvidia, and SoftBank all coming in as key strategic partners. And of course, Microsoft is continuing its deep, long-term partnership. This isn't just about money, you know. This is a fundamental alignment across the entire tech stack, from the very chips to the cloud infrastructure. But it's not just the big tech giants, not by a long shot. This commitment is global, it's deep, and it spans the world's top financial institutions. And here's something really interesting. For the very first time, this round was opened up to individual investors who poured in over $3 billion. That really signals a broad consensus that we're standing at a major, major turning point. So why this level of confidence? Why put all the chips on the table right now? Well, this conviction isn't just based on hype. It's actually rooted in hard data that shows a kind of market dominance and growth that we've never really seen before. Let's dig into the numbers. Think about this for a second. At this stage in its life, OpenAI is growing its revenue 4 times faster than the companies that define the last 2 eras of technology. We're talking Alphabet in the internet era and Meta in the mobile era. The speed, the velocity here is just on another planet. And that growth gets you to this incredible figure, $2 billion in revenue every single month. And let me be clear, that's not some future projection. That's the commercial scale they're operating at as we speak. This proves that Frontier AI has officially graduated from a research project into a massive economic engine. And if you look at the consumer side with ChatGPT, the leadership is just overwhelming. We're talking over 900 million weekly active users. It commands 6 times the monthly sessions of its closest rival. In fact, get this, users spend 4 times more time on ChatGPT than on all other AI apps combined. That's what you call market capture. So what's the secret sauce here? What's the engine driving all this record-breaking growth and total market dominance? It really all comes down to a single compounding strategic advantage: compute. It's not just about having the best algorithms anymore. It's about having reliable, scalable access to the raw horsepower, the computational power that fuels the entire system. From the early research and training of these massive models, all the way to delivering the final product to you and me. And what this creates is this really powerful, self-reinforcing loop, a flywheel, if you will. The more compute you have, the more intelligent your models become. That intelligence helps you build better, more useful products. Those better products lead to faster user adoption, which generates more revenue, and then that revenue gets plowed right back into, you guessed it, securing even more compute. This cycle is the absolute core of their entire strategy. So that brings us to the big picture, the ultimate vision. What is the end goal for this historic $122 billion investment? It's not just about tweaking the products we already have. It's about building something entirely new. The goal here is to build a unified AI super app. Okay, so imagine a single intelligent system that actually understands what you're trying to do and can operate across all your different apps and data to make it happen. You know, you could just say, plan a weekend trip to a national park, and it would go research the parks, book a cabin for you, and drop the itinerary right into your calendar, all in one go. This vision pulls together everything: ChatGPT, Codex for coding, browsing into one seamless experience. And that really brings us to the final big idea. People are comparing this moment to those foundational investments that built out the electrical grid or highways or the internet itself. This capital isn't just funding a company, it's funding the base infrastructure for intelligence itself. So you see this massive consolidation of capital and compute,
all pushing us towards a future that could be dominated by a single, integrated AI. And it leaves us with a really big question. Is this it? Is this the inevitable future for how we're going to interact with pretty much everything in the digital world?